All right, guys, it's national season. It is time to go over some of the trade bait that I will be bringing to the trade nights and also the card show. Now, I don't want to get rid of all these cards. I'm bringing them because of other opportunities. I'm not going to have the most capital in the world to buy some of the bigger cards that I really, really want. So we have these over here that I could leverage in a trade. I'm perfectly fine with keeping most of these cards in my own personal collection. However, if the opportunity arises, I will be moving these. So I'm going to 3 different trade nights. I have 3 days at the National, half a day on Thursday, full day Friday, and half of a day on Saturday. So, I mean, technically 2, but 3 days across the board. And I already am working on one trade with a collector at the National. He has a YouTube channel as well. He's 2 1888 cards that I want. Now, if you watched his video, you might see my comment. I don't want to spoil it already. You're going to have to wait for my National card show pickups or some of the vlogs to see what ends up happening. But regardless, here are some of the cards that I will be bringing. And if you have any interest in these, let me know. Again, I don't really want to sell these unless I have to. But we'll start off with the stack. Some of these are from my March PSA submission. We have a 68 Banks and an 8, 69 Rose and a 7, another 68 Rose and a 7. There, a 69 Bench and a 6, 61 Billy Williams and a 7. These cards are really nice. In my opinion, some of them are undergraded, but can't do anything about that. Next, we have CJ Abrams 101. I actually got this graded at the last National. I probably should have moved this card a while ago as soon as he got picked up and put into the major leagues. However, I held on to it. Not performing the best this year, but there's still a ton of hype around CJ Abrams. He might perform in the future. But right now, I might as well move it while his stock is still somewhat hot. See that right there. Might be able to get some good vintage. Other card right here is the number to 5, 2018 Leaf. So, PSA 10. Picked this up. I think it was at Atlanta, but I can't remember. Either way, they're not Bowman's, but they are still good cards of Abrams, and we'll see what ends up happening on there. We got a 52 Warren Spahn, beautifully centered on this one. We got an 81 Magic Johnson in an 8. We got the Yogi Berra rookie, which this is on the chopping block. That one trade from 1888, the collector wants my Berras. So we will see. I might not have this card again, so it'll be a card I'll have to find. But the 48 Yogi Berra. We got a T205 Speaker. The other Berra, which is on the chopping block. This one a little off-center, but way better than some other examples that I've seen. Card I really don't want to move. I actually might not bring it to the National. We'll see. But it's a 1928 George Sissler. I'm like 80% not wanting to move it, so I kind of want to actually keep it back over here. This is a T205 Cy Young. And the only reason why is like these cards are so hard to find. Like the T205 Cy Young I can find again. But this one, the Sissler, hasn't sold in a few years. So don't know for sure if I want to move it. The Cy Young though, I can. There's a little back rip over here, but on the front presents extremely well. Again, I don't want to move this card, but I view it as if like I can find a pretty rare Venezuelan rookie card, or if I can find some other Latin American cards that are pre-war that I want in my PC, we'll end up making that happen. But I really definitely want to get like a Yaz Venezuelan in my collection, the Nolan Ryan, or the bench. There's a few other rookies as well, but those are probably the top 3. Might be able to trade this for one of those. Besides that, some early Cuban cards and Venezuelan cards I'm also looking for, but don't want to give away everything that I am because people will buy those. Up next, we have a 2011 Tom Brady Black. So I got this one graded. I feel this is perfect for the National. It's going to be on display at the Tampa Card Shop. However, I will be having it for trade night, number to 55, highest graded on there. Being in the Northeast, Mantle stuff moves. So I upgraded to a Sterling. It's like a 5-piece relic of Mantle bats and jerseys. So I'll move this one, and I will also move this one just to help cover the cost of that card. This is a pretty rare card. Actually, this is a World Series Champions of Tim Lincecum. It's actually got a $50 card, surprisingly, but some of these are expensive. He was like the 3rd best player on this team, super popular. I think it was 2 Cy Young Awards, but super short career. We got a gold Ronald Acuna. I'm debating back and forth whether I should grade this card or not. Looked over, asked other collectors, I think it'll get a 9, but we will see. My latest PSA sub didn't do too great. I just got back the grades, so still even more hesitation on that. But see that gold Acuna. Up next, we got a 8.5 Tree Turner Gold. Super popular player. It's not an expensive card, probably anywhere from $50 to $100, but I feel like that'll be really good then. Juan Soto, PSA 10. 84 Clemens in an 8. We got a Hornsby. This is my only Hornsby representation during his playing day era. Now, I want to find a nicer card, to be honest with you. There's a rip right there, and the card isn't cut out too well, so that's why it's an authentic. There's some earlier cards that I do want of Hornsby. Those are maybe some of the things I chase at the National, but if I end up picking up one of those, I will move this card. This is an extremely tough one. Also, don't really want to move it. It's a Tris Speaker W575. This is the highest one graded. I think there's only 2 or 3 out there. Only bringing it just in case I can find an even rarer card. But most likely, this is going to come back home with me. Same with that Cy Young. I'm okay with moving this one, the Kobe Bryant Mba 50. It's one of Kobe's best rookie cards, but I don't really have a use for it in my PC. I remember picking this up as a kid and it graded extremely well. Got a 1954 K-Line. Really, really great card. Something that I've wanted for a while, but again, great trade bait. We got a Propagandas of Jimmy Fox. Fox has some earlier cards. This is actually his last playing day card, I believe, and the 3 is the highest graded. There's some without the qualifier, I believe, but this one obviously does. The MC, you can see it's missing the border. Now, I do have some other Propagandas coming in the mail, so I will have at least Propagandas represented in my PC. So that is why I'm bringing this one. You never know, especially like I still really want the Stan Musial in this set. Someone does have that. I feel like a lot of this will end up being moved. And we also have this 2018 Shane Bieber Refractor number to $4.99. But I wanted to throw some modern cards in there. Obviously, mostly vintage heavy. We'll see how it goes. Guys, all next week, I'm going to try 5 uploads talking about the National. Again, I only am there technically 2 days in general time-wise, 3 days in total. But a lot of content being created. A lot of deals are going to happen. I'm super excited. And if you're at the show, make sure to say hi. I'll see you there.